1938.
We're live. We're now Facebook Live. I mean Google Live.
We're on Facebook Live and Google Live.
No, we're on YouTube.
YouTube, Google, and now we pop. And now we're on Facebook. I have feedback.
Yeah, that's the speakers on too.
Turn it down a little bit.
Sure will.
We are trying to stop this feedback because it's like driving me crazy. It's like I'm hearing voices in my head. Sharon would like, I'm going to do it myself. I can't.
Are you doing live here?
Because I can't. It's the voices.
I can't. Hello, Facebook.
Hello, happy Monday. Now I'm down.
Mrs. L.
I'm totally, hello, I'm totally down now. I'm not.
Give me a second, pork chop. Process to this.
It's got to breathe. Okay.
What color are you?
I'm black.
Zell got dressed today.
That's what color I was.
Monday. Happy
Chocolate.
Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I'm chocolate. That's what color I am.
Our guest is running a little late, which is
Yes,
Wanda.
just a little tiny late. And Miss Wanda can run late. That's fine. I'm still feel like I'm down.
How about now?
Hello. But there's like a echo.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna figure it out. It was good. Okay, all right, I'm good. Jacoby, we are having feedback. You hear me?
Seeing her feedback.
I'm hearing voices in my head. Could you see?
Yes. Let me see.
The General Jacoby, the owner of Elev8tion Radio, coming to our rescue.
So how was your weekend? While we're waiting.
I hate this echo. It like wears me out.
Why is it competing with the voices in your head?
Yes.
For real?
It wears me out. I can't take this echo. I can't.
Turn this down.
Turn that down. See, it was Sharon that was doing stuff wrong. My weekend was good. How was your weekend?
Jacoby came and set up for us.
Oh.
All I had to do was press start. So no, it was not my doing. You know, he's a little short today. My weekend?
I'm not going. I'm not even going to.
See, that's how you
My weekend was great. Great. It's so I always have a good weekend. I have a good week
Tell us
too.
about it.
If I tell, then I'd have to kill.
Oh.
I can't do that.
It was that good.
I'm about to say, we know it's juicy.
Okay.
It's supposed to be mind elevation. She's not even letting y'all into her mind.
And I know.
can't.
Let us come into your mind, Sharon.
I'd have to start a whole new show.
Oh God! Oh gosh!
Geez.
And that would have to be after midnight.
Okay.
See, she's not happy. She's not satisfied. You need to come here and handle that.
Never satisfied.
Tune in for Sex Talk with Channel.
Never satisfied. Okay, that's better. That's better. I got it. Now I'm like totally hip to the game. All right, I'm good. So Miss Wanda is running a little tiny bit late, and we are going to like.
The pleasure principle.
Oh God! Bye.
I know we're on the air, y'all.
Boy, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Boy, bye.
Oh! What the hell? Who on you 5 seconds? Give me 5, girl. Give me 5. Sorry, Facebook and other broadcasts. Right now, I just got called out, and he ran out.
She just got called out, and her alter ego got called out there. So Miss Wanda is running a little late. We're gonna like do the introductions for her. So Miss Wanda is a certified iridologist. An iridologist.
What she
Iridologist.
Is she looks into
She
your
looks
eyes.
into your eyes, and she can actually tell you what's the problems, like,
Correct.
and suggest things.
Correct.
Not a doctor. She can't tell you what's exactly wrong, but she can actually just provide you with natural remedies that will help. And she's a doctor of naturopathy. She would have to explain that one. And she is located, it's Health Food Plus, and she's located at 502 East Landis Avenue, Vineland, New Jersey. It's 856. I belched. 691.
We're having an off Monday.
001.
You guys haven't noticed we're like off kilter today. It's like, you know.
It is. It's like a weird, I don't know, that my transmission act like it want to slip, and I'm trying to go on a date, and I can't.
Yes, you heard her say it. She is going on a date.
1738.
Which happens to be a drink, by the way. Did you know that?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
I just was singing to the song 1738. Ay, baby.
So I'd like to know how her weekend went. Obviously, she must have had a blast.
No, well, it was a normal weekend, but tonight, if my transmission don't,
her weekend continues.
So if y'all see me on the side of the road, please come get somebody. Please stop.
I hope everyone out there is having a good week. Beginning of a week.
Beginning of the week.
Or if you might be licking your wounds from the weekend. Cheers to you.
Yes. You'll be okay. Bill's character. You'll be all right. You'll be okay.
Miss Wanda has helped me, has helped Zell.
Oh, my God. Yes, tremendously. Like, Miss Wanda has all my respect. Sharon was talking to her to find out where she was, and she got the time confused, and she was like, Wanda. And I said, no, you call her Miss Wanda. Oh, here she is. I was so excited. I was like, oh, here she is. You're fine. You can go right there. Yeah, you can come right around. Stop it. We have guests. Stop. Y'all too.
Wanda's like my second mom, so.
And ladies and gentlemen, Miss Wanda is here. Miss Wanda Augusto is here in the building.
She is the health food guru. The wise woman of wisdom, of health, and of advice. She's given me advice sometimes not to kill my siblings in the midst of storms. That's a good one. And she's also helped me with
You could turn this with like swinging around that way so they could see your face, your beautiful face.
Okay. She helped me with a hyperthyroid issue that I had many moons ago, where they wanted to do surgery. My mom referred me to her, and because of her, I didn't need the surgery. She detoxed me. She put me back on even ground. My hair stopped falling out. My skin got better. I had more energy, like more than normal. She helped my mom through her bouts of cancer. She helped towards, even at the end of it, giving her remedies instead of having to take all the morphine and all that other junk, just to help her ease whatever issues she's had. She's helped her husband, cured him from cancer. And her wisdom has helped multiple people. Every time I've gone there, her waiting room is packed.
Packed.
And her famous is, oh, you like doctors?
And what I really love is when, like, you go there and she sits and talks and it's not rushing. You know how some doctors will sit there and they'll have their back towards you and they're writing on the paper. Mm-hmm. Like, she'll talk, she'll answer phone calls and answer people that's calling. She's, oh, excuse me. And I'm like, no, because I know if you're talking to them and taking time out with them, if I call, I know you'll do the same thing.
Right. Her bedside manner is better than a bedside manner. When I tell you, she's like my second mom. When I was going through whatever issues she'd remember me off top. I'd just walk in there and she'd be like, hey, and you just feel at home. So it is definitely a place that you have to check out. It's one of them little holes in the walls in Vineland, New Jersey that whenever you come there when her store is open, she's available to you. And if you don't mind waiting, she's more than happy to accommodate whatever it is that you may need, from alkaline water to health food to essential oils. She has it, and if she doesn't have it, she will get it.
And
yeah,
yes,
she'll get it.
And I was dealing with the endometriosis for like 2 years. And you told me about Miss Wanda. I was kind of like fed up with the doctors.
I've been telling her about Miss Wanda for like maybe 6 months.
Yes. And then you know how some people, we want the instant remedies. We want the instant cures. And we just want it done and over with. And honestly, And I tell people this all the time. Like, basically, you saved my life. Like, you have, and when I say you say, I will kiss the ground you walk on. And I tell people
Thank you for
the time. All the time. I was so miserable, in pain, constantly. And I said, she looked in my eyes. I said, I don't even think it was 5 minutes. And I said, she gave me something where I was better in a month. I said, in 1 month. I've been dealing with doctors for 2 years. I said, and nothing changed. I said, everything stayed the same. Of course, I had to do, eating better, and I had to make changes. But just for somebody to actually just give you something that's all natural and actually work. So I'm telling you, I am like, when I go there with that little water, I be shaking with my little bottle, and I be like, I gotta go see Miss Wanda get my water. I'm like a drug addict. I'm like, I gotta get the water, So I tell people all the time, when you are sick, go see Miss Wanda. Go see her. I said, if everything else that you've tried is not working, try something different.
Changes, our body changed completely. And thank you for the introduction that you did. It was very well. Thank you. I didn't know I have that kind of
yes, you do.
Impressions.
You're magical. You're like a unicorn.
Thank you. But let me tell you, by the grace of Yahweh, God is helping me all the time, trying to help others, and that's my best information that I have. Help people with help. The information that I have is for helping, for assisting people that they could get much better, doing changes in nutritional habits, lifestyles is the important thing. The more that you do in changing that is the best that you could find in your life. When you change totally, your body changes completely. God created the body in the way that you could heal by yourself when you do the changes.
Wow.
So that's very important. And as an iridologist, this is very important. Why? Because we could see in the iris of the eyes how the body changed. We could see genetic predisposition from people, because everything that you have in the eyes is a pattern that you bring to your life because your ancestor. Everybody in the eyes has a pattern from people from the genetic downline. So your grandparents, your parents, everybody put a little bit, and that's why we have colors in the iris, and that is what it tell us exactly what we have to do.
Wow.
And when we look at that, we have predisposition to see. We see how people is going to react if they don't change. What they are going to be the issue that they are going to manifest in the future if they don't do changes.
And she actually showed me where, like, on the beginning, when I first did the eye test, and I had like the blue circles real thick. And then we just did it maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I can see where it's getting thinner.
Wow.
Where it's actually, getting smaller.
It takes time, but it changes. It takes time. And some people has, easiest way to clean than others. And the colors means a lot to us.
Okay.
And definitely it's only two kind of colors. Two
Really?
colors.
Oh, wow.
Brown and blue. The other colors, it comes because the mixtures of people. Genetic, they mix, and they got green eyes, hazel, gray, and light brown. And that's a color because genetic, they mix blue and brown. But it's only
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah, when you look at people, naked eyes, you could see gray, you could see greens, hazel, and different kind of colors. But when we look with magnifying glasses or the iris camera, we see the true colors of the eyes.
Wow.
That's why when people see the picture in the computer, they said, that's not my eyes. And I said, yes, it is. But your color is not what you are seeing. This is the true colors of your eyes.
Wow, I never even noticed that.
Because my grandmother she had brown eyes, but it was a very prominent blue circle around
The iris?
the eye. Yeah, around the iris, yeah.
Wow.
Like it was prominent, like it was a blue.
That blue means that she has certain kind of predisposition for cardiologist. Let's say that your circulatory system is not working as good as it's supposed to.
'Cause she died from breast cancer.
So then,
The circulatory system is revealed in the area that you see that called the cornea arcus. That's the way that we call that ring that you see. It's like a ring, something that you have around the iris. Also, it calls cholesterol rings.
wow.
That means that the circulation is not doing as good as it's supposed to. But the blue comes because beneath that is blue colors.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. How long did it take you to study?
This, well, first of all, I started,
Let me
doing
put this
certain
towards-
research for maybe 10 years. And then when I decide to
There we
be
go.
an orthopedic doctor, it took me 4 years. But of course, you have to have a master's degree to start,
Medicine.
yeah. It's not a medicine by itself, it's an orthopedic. You will learn, just to help people without prescriptions.
Okay. So here.
So it's something that you have to do it little by little. But I studied for more than 16 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm certified for 2 different associations in United States. One of them is the ICI, and the other one is IIPA. They are 2 associations that we have in United States, but not only in here, it's around the world.
Wow. So you can practice wherever you go.
Exactly. Because it's the most recognized association in here. And believe it or not, they teach you, because to learn ideologies, you don't have to be long in this.
Okay.
But you have to know exactly, physically the body. If you don't know the body, you don't know what to do.
Right.
But for learning how to read the iris, it's very easy. You could take it maybe in less than 6 months.
You're kidding.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It's easy. But to understand the whole body, you have to have certain kind of knowledge in anatomy and physiology. So then you could know what's going on inside the body.
Okay.
But for reading the eyes, it's very, very easy.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to learn just the names and patterns. Via your iris, you could see a lot of patterns and colors, and that means every single colors, every single dots, anything that you see in the iris means something to us.
Wow.
And that's what it tells us, all the information about people's eyes. So remember that studying ideology is very easy.
Wow.
But you have to learn a little bit about anatomy and physiology to learn and help others how
How
to
to use
fix. Yes.
How long have you been in Vineland? Like the store open?
With the store open 15 years, almost 16. This is my,
Wow.
yeah, in May I'm going to be having 16 years in Violin. But I'm being with this for more than 25 years. But in Violin,
Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you. And I
That's-
have a lot
that's
of
awesome.
customers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get a whole lot
You're
more.
gonna get a whole lot more
Yeah.
because I brag on you like tremendously.
Thank you. Thank you for that. But let me tell you, you could do it too. You could do it. If you-
And I tell people, and I say, what she gives you, some of the stuff is like really, I'm not gonna lie, it's gross. It's really gross. It's really, them drops, remember I
She
gave you
had us taste
the wormwood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, what happens is sometimes we are not used to because our taste buds are completely used to sweets, and
Sugar,
good,
yeah.
yes, and good things, and we don't like to bother with sour, those things that is not like sweet and sour.
Right.
So when you start doing changes, your taste buds change.
Yeah.
And next time that you do it, you will see that it's
Well,
not that bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
towards the end, I started of the wormwood. It didn't taste that bad anymore. Like after maybe like a week and a half, it didn't taste that bad.
Right.
But it was like the other stuff. It was like, yeah, I had to kind of get that, but I did it, and I was like, because this is what's gonna work, and it did. It really worked. So it was just like it was a moment of nastiness, just
Well,
like
she
a
had me
hot moment.
Doing the detox, she had me do the wheatgrass. And she even said it at that point. She said, the funny thing is, you're going to have a hard time at the beginning. The first week, you're going to probably hate it. But the next week, your body's going to crave it.
Mm-hmm.
Your liver's going to be completely clean, and your liver is going to literally crave that taste. And sure enough, I'm, doing my normal routine, and I forgot to drink it. And my mind said, you're forgetting something. You're forgetting something. And then when I drank it, it was just as refreshing as if it was a glass of orange juice or a glass of water. My body felt that charge of finally you getting it back into me. So that's why
I want to try this wheatgrass. Everybody's like hyping on this. I want wheatgrass.
She had given me a powder. And you mix it and water. And water.
I want some wheatgrass.
And my mom gave me like a little bullet that so the powder would be really, you won't taste it anymore, right? And then we put a little bit of lemon in it, and it was like nothing. To the point now that I can take the little shots, go to a juicer and take the shots like nothing.
And the shots are very good and sweet.
Okay.
If you try it, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
But and it's just a temporary taste for a lasting
Yes, this is what
effect.
happened.
It's very temporary. It's quick. Like I was taking it like a pro. Like I had my water here, I had the thing, and I had the mitts here, and I was like pop out, and I was like pop mitt, and I was like oh.
My question is, are you gonna do juicing in your store yet?
Not yet, because I have too much on my plates.
Okay.
And believe it or not, for me it's very difficult because I run the store completely from A to C.
Wow.
And I like to have, all my customers satisfied. I need to be on top of everything because it's not, you don't know, if somebody comes to the store and order or ask for certain things and they do not know about what they are doing, and sometimes people start taking certain things that they are not supposed to do it.
Right.
And I don't want nobody to say, I went to that store, I bought these, and because they grab it or somebody else give it to them, it has certain kind of reaction because they are not supposed to do it. Like when I ask people, if you are in prescription, tell me.
Right.
Because I would like to know.
Yeah, and Miss Wanda has you fill out a complete form. Like I filled out the form of everything I'm on and eating and habits and this. So it's not like just going into a store like a nameless store on Delsey Drive. I didn't want to say the name, but a nameless store on Delsey Drive, and you're just picking up something and nobody talks to you about anything, what kind of medications you're taking or anything. Because the other prescription you had, the other stuff you gave me, I actually picked that up at the other nameless store, but no one told me how to use it.
That's true.
So I was just like probably taking it wrong.
Well, that's why going to Health Food Plus has that extra bedside manner that
Yes.
she won't get anywhere else, and that's why she's been open for almost 16 years. For a business to be open 16 years in Vineland, especially, it's a milestone. Yeah, it's a milestone because of the economic value that we have here. So, and it's homeopathic. So a lot of people don't think, oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. When you're looking at 3 people who are sitting here.
Witnesses, yes.
That it does work. It works. It works. It works. It works. Take the chance, to get the second opinion. But understand, right, once you go to see her, it is a process. It's nothing overnight. But within that process, it becomes, like she said, a lifestyle change.
And I think it was a month for me, and I felt better. Just 1 month of me changing my diet and Miss Wanda giving me what I needed. It was 1 month that I actually felt better. I was like, with that cleanse was like awesome. And I'm sitting here, and I always tell people, because some people will be like, well, it's expensive, it's this, it's that, I don't have money to go, because they tell me how much is the cleanse, and I actually tell them, the process of how much the eye exam is, with the products, without, how much the cleanse is, this, that, and the other. Well, I don't have money. I said, how much do you pay for co-pays for doctors? How much are you paying for your medications? You on 6, 7 different medications, and you're still not feeling better. Yeah, like it's
Bottom line.
Yeah, and you're not going every week. You're going maybe every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks.
But once she gets your body alkalined and your baseline, I mean, now your diet, it's based on your
It's
diet.
based on your diet. You have to, yes, you have to change.
You have to change.
You have to. Please, people, do not think you're gonna go to Miss Wanda. She gonna give you all this stuff and tell you all this
Magic
stuff,
beans.
and then you gonna go home and eat some fat back and pork and beans and hog moss and no, it's not gonna work. I'm telling you right now, it is not going to work.
So, without divulging too much information, what was your most trying illness on a person, and what was the outcome?
Cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and since God, I got so many people that it was completely out of any prescription or treatment, and my husband is one of them.
Beautiful.
But also with uterus and ovaries and a lot of allergy. I remember the first day that I opened my store in the second building because I was before in front of the post office.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady came to my place and she said, if you're going to be feeling bad or sorry for me, let me know now so I could walk away. And I said, okay. So she said, look at me, and opened her shirt and showed me. She was completely no skin.
Ooh.
She was having an allergy reaction, very bad. And she told me that she has that since she was a baby. And she was about to jump from a bridge.
Wow.
And I said, you don't have to do that. What you have to do is change your lifestyle. Start eating much better. Go to the Garden of Eden and start just eating vegetable and salads. And I gave her that day just few things to do. Cleansing, detoxifying, balancing the pH, and also change the way of eating. One of the things that she was eating a lot, it was peanut butter. That was causing the
Wow.
Wow.
Peanut butter.
In 2 weeks, she called me from Florida and sent me a picture. She was in a pool. And I said, you have to go out now. Your skin is brand new. It has only 2 weeks or maybe less. So get out from the pool because it's a lot of chlorine and a lot of chemicals on it, and stay away from that until I tell you that you could maybe do that. But you could go to the sea because it's a lot of saline water and this and that, but not to a pool. And for us, a person who bathes pretty often in a pool is going to have a lot of problems also.
Wow.
So that was the most amazing thing. She was doing testimonials all the time in different churches,
Wow.
saying that the way that she was and how she could, reverse that kind of problem that she was having since she was a baby.
So vegan, going vegan.
Going vegan and avoid peanut butter.
I am a peanut butter junkie.
Peanut butter in my oatmeal this morning.
But do organic one.
Okay.
Because the process of peanut butter to open the shelf is chemical, and sometimes that causes, a lot of inflammation and allergy reactions.
So basically, just make peanut butter at home.
Yeah, or do it organic peanut butter.
Okay.
Buy the organic one that it doesn't have any pesticide or chemicals. Yeah, because the opening of the shelf is a process.
Wow. Like, we're like, wow.
Yeah.
I was saying, like,
I got two jars of peanut butter in my
yes, I do.
Yes, but not everybody is allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah, but to know that they're opening up chemically.
Yes, it's a
And-
lot of contamination.
Yeah, so then whatever you
And your
ingest.
circulation, yes.
Yeah.
Your
And I tell
circulation.
people, like, read labels for sugars,
Yes.
for,
Just
just
all the word that you can pronounce.
pronounce.
Don't
And I
matter.
think they say it's the first 5. If you can pronounce, if it's like water, this,
Yes.
this, that. If it's the first 5, but if the first 5 have like high fructose corn syrup, sugar, this, that, stuff that you
Avoid.
know, yeah, you cannot pronounce it. Guess what? You maybe shouldn't eat that.
Right.
Yes,
If you don't know what
avoid
it
that.
is, period. I mean, it's funny how much we eat that we really don't know we're eating.
Eating.
Believe it or not, before they was putting more information than now. Now they are using chemicals names, so you don't know what is going on. But before, when you open a package of hot dogs,
Mm-hmm.
it said that it has baits. You know what is baits?
Mm-mm.
When you fish, those kind of worms that
Ugh.
you use for fishing, that was baits.
Amanda, don't do that. All hot dogs?
Almost all of them. But if you buy organic one, that is a beef organic, and sometimes they say turkey or chicken, because now we have a lot of factories that's what they can. So they could mix it with all the residual from different animals and prepare that food.
Now, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about soy meat?
Okay, soy, I don't recommend it at all
Okay.
unless it's fermented.
Okay.
If you buy fermented, yes. But if you buy soy, regular soy, soy was a good beans. But what happened is genetic modification changed completely the grain. And now we are having a lot of problems because it's causing disruption with the thyroid. And also it hurt your arteries. And that means that then you're going to have problem passing the blood through your circulatory system. Also, it causes in little babies a lot of problems. Why? When the baby born, if you give soy to them, they are not all developed. So the brain do not develop the patterns already for male or female. So when you give it to boy, it's going to be causing problems because the estrogen is in excess, and it causes that the boy start getting more to the female pattern than males. That's why we see so many things today's day.
So soy is like a no-no.
No.
No.
And a lot of people think like eating healthy, you still have to watch. I was eating yogurt like I'm eating healthy.
No.
And I noticed all the sugar. I think I was reading something, or you told me to stay away from dairy.
Yes.
And I was reading something where Yoplait had a lawsuit
Yes.
because all of the sugar. And when I looked at it, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, 21 grams of sugar. And like here I am thinking I'm eating healthy because it's yogurt, but technically I'm just loading myself with sugar. I'm just like loading myself with sugar.
And also, you're loading your body with a lot of antibiotics and hormones. That's why you will have so many problems, because the hormones change, because you already have in your body a lot from meats, dairy, and all the chickens and poultry and this and that we eat.
Yeah.
And that hormones and antibiotics start doing changes in our body.
So it's changing our DNA.
Yes, and also change a lot of different things in our body. Like when you have an infection, maybe you don't react to the antibiotic that they are giving to you because you have so much inside. So the body get reactive.
And I noticed when you gave me the cleanse, and I told people it's a 2-part cleanse because a lot of people take a colon cleanse only. This is a colon plus it cleans your liver, your kidneys, and everything else. And you told me to stop taking all my vitamins. I was only on vitamins, so I stopped taking all my vitamins. And I was telling somebody last night, I said, I would take an Allegra every day for the past like 6-7 months. I was taking Allegra every single day. And I said, she told me stop taking my, all kind of pills. And I was like, okay, I was kind of worried. I haven't taken an allergy pill since August and have not had any problems with my allergies.
The allergies is a reaction that your body is telling you that you have to change something, and you have to clean and detoxify your liver. And I have people in my store that come with a lot of allergies, and they go to the hospital very often, sometimes 3-4 times a week.
Wow.
Because they are allergic to too many things, spinach, almonds, this and that. And just for cleansing and detoxifying, they don't have any more allergies. I got a lady that the doctor said, what do you do? And she said, well, I clean and detoxify my body. And he said, that can be. But it was true. She stopped all the,
I have not had any problems with my allergies. I haven't taken an allergy pill since I think August 8th. Had no problems. And I was taking them for like 6 months daily, every day. I had to take an allergy pill.
Yeah. I haven't had any medication since I've seen her, and I'm 46.
And I remember that's like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
and I have not. I don't take anything for high blood pressure. I watch what I eat, which you know that I do. I'm very particular. Just for the mere fact I know what my history, my family history has. So I can either join that same cycle or I can be that one to break the cycle because it's not only for me, it's also for my children. Because if my children see what it is, how I'm living, then sooner or later, right now I have a 26-year-old who's staying with me, and if I'm making Beyond Meat chicken strips, she's looking at me like, man, Mom, what would I do for real chicken? I say, right down the streets, KFC and Popeyes, knock your socks off. But in this house, no, this is what we eat because at the end of the day, I don't want no problems. We have no eggs, we have no cheese, we have no butter, and they feel like they're deprived. But I tell them,
they ain't losing no weight though. They still healthy, right?
I said, you feel like you're deprived, but what I'm giving you is a fresh start. That means that when you get older and you want to splurge and all that stuff, you have that little bit of time that you can splurge in it without it doing harm. But when you're young and you're eating all this stuff and then you get old and you're still eating the same stuff.
And it's not even nowadays, 20-year-old children, 20, 25, they're having the effects of people that have eaten meat like in their 50s.
There's these young
now
people
all
have
this
strokes.
Yes, they're having strokes, they're
Right,
having
cholesterol.
obesity,
Yep.
cholesterol, diabetes. And they're like,
seizures.
yeah, they're young.
Right.
And it's like, wow, like the meat has changed. It definitely has been a change in
Right.
meat and how they process it.
Yes.
So, and it's like you see younger girls developing
Yes.
faster.
Yeah.
Then, like when we were in school, we weren't,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we weren't built like that.
Yeah, my niece was 8 and she got her menses. She was
Wow.
8.
Wow.
So, how do you explain that to an 8-year-old?
Yeah.
They're still playing with Barbies.
Yes.
But her diet was completely different because she was raised in a different household than our household. So the food that she was eating contributed to it. My daughter is 12 and she'll probably kill me, but she just started hers. So which is a normal time frame for it.
Exactly.
And people don't understand that a lot of that has a lot to do with dieting. My father lived to be 97 years old. 97. And he didn't become a diabetic until he was in his 70s. So it all bases down to diet. And he became vegan when he met my mom and he was in his 50s.
That's what
Wow.
So prior to that, he was, running amok with it. So it like she says, it's about a baseline. It's about a lifestyle. It's not even about the longevity, because life you don't know when you're going to pass, but it's about the life that you're living and how to be.
Yes. And not
Because
being at the doctor's
Right.
constantly.
I'm 46. I have no blood pressure. I have no thyroid medication, which they were trying to pull my thyroid out. My mom was like, "No, go to Wanda."
That's what I'm telling people now. Go to Wanda. No, wait. Just wait. Just go to Wanda.
Go to Wanda. She'll fix it. You're not gonna have anything taken out of your body. And I'm like, "But Mom," I was like, "I need to get it out. It's hyper." And she's like, "No, you don't have to remove it. Don't get in that cycle of doing what we had to do with medication. There's options."
Yes, it is.
And there's options, and they're great options because I haven't seen Wanda in 10 years because of it. I love her, but I don't need her because I don't need that. She taught me well.
Yes.
She
And
taught
you
me well.
followed.
I followed.
And it's almost like I want to. And Miss Wanda, could you please tell people about? I'm not going to talk about people in their face, but could you please tell people about? It's okay if it takes time to stop doing certain things, Miss Wanda. Because you said to me yourself, and I think I texted her, I said, Miss Wanda said it took her 10 years to get rid of carbs. Like, now, leave me alone. I'm like, leave me alone.
Because I believe in cold turkey. The sooner you get...
Yeah, she's a cold turkey person.
Yeah.
Yes, you could take time to do changes because little by little your body could adjust. But some people has the power to change
the discipline.
Yes, to do a cold turkey.
Right.
Yes, I got a couple customers like that they do, changes since the first day. But some others take time because the taste buds do not adjust. The liver is asking for what they are doing all the time. And when they don't know that your body is going to change in 21 days, they take time to do changes. Okay. But if you could do things for 21 days, you're gonna be completely okay. Why? Because
21 day, the 21 day.
hypothalamus change all the body and tells you you don't need that anymore. You don't have the desire. Your taste buds completely change.
And I think like the other day I was making chicken thighs, and I'm almost to the point where I want to stop eating chicken because it was just I like soak it in salt and vinegar to get all the slime and gush, and I was cleaning it. I'm like, this is so disgusting. I'm like, it's slimy. Why is this so slimy? Like chicken shouldn't be slimy. Why is chicken? It was just disgusting almost. And I'm like, I might actually stop kind of eating chicken. I might, you know.
Well, I was completely vegan for more than 30 years, and then when I married again, my husband eat meat, and I started eating little by little chicken. But I don't do chicken breast. That's the one that is more, let's say, loaded with antibiotics and hormones.
Wow.
So, but really, do we need it? No, we don't. We don't need meat at all.
No.
And the reason that I'm in this field, it was because I was diagnosed with Lyme disease.
Wow.
And they gave me 6 months to live.
Wow.
And of course, I was, all my family is in this field, but I never, let's say, study as far as they did. And when I be diagnosed with that, I said, well, I have to learn how to cure myself because I was doing to different places and they have no hope for me.
Wow.
So, and at the age of 40 that I was diagnosed with that, so I started saying I have to heal my body. And I started learning different kind of alternative medicine. And I was doing research, and thanks God, my body is not giving me any problems.
Wow.
So 40 years old, diagnosed with Lyme disease, gave you 6 months to live, 2 different places.
And I'm 62.
Wow.
And that's it. Wow.
And I don't have cholesterol. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I don't have any problems. The doctor, every time that he sees me, he wants to put me in antibiotics.
Wanda probably looks at him and says, que no.
Yes. And every time that he said, I'm going to put you in antibiotics, I said, you don't. And he tried to send me to do labs, but I don't take any prescriptions, thanks God.
Wow.
No prescriptions.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
That's
but
the
at
key
that
to
time,
life.
I was dying.
Right.
I remember that I was, in so much pain. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. So.
And they say Lyme disease affects your brain, and here it is. You've been practicing for over 16 years.
Yes, but you're not going to believe. I went to a class, and I took a class in California, and these doctors, they are doctors, but they practice naturopathic, alternative medicine. He said, according to all these tests, your brain do not work.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. He said, but because I know what you are doing, and I know, and we are doing this class, and you're straight A's, how your body is doing this, how your brain is working. And I said, according to your test, my brain is not working. According to God,
it's working
I'm
just
connected.
fine.
I'm connected. Everything, all 4 lobes are working. Straight A's.
Yes.
So Lyme's disease didn't have you
No.
at all.
But it was the beginning. It was giving me a very hard time.
Wow.
It was painful, headaches all the time, forgetting things. But thanks God, that is awesome.
So DJ Cruz, which I see you logged in. Remember we were talking about your health issues? This is the lady you need to see.
Yes, this is the one. This is the one. And Miss One has me so hooked. I was in the laundromat.
You acting like she's your drug dealer.
Yo, oh my gosh. I'm telling you. You guys, when you get to see Miss One, I'm telling you, I just be there with my jug and I be shaking and I'm like, I gotta go get my water. I'm like, oh, I gotta go see Miss Wanda. And I'm like, I was in the laundromat and people were just sneezing. Oh my God, it was so disgusting. And I was like, oh God, I need a cleanse. I need a cleanse. People are sick, and I need a cleanse so I can stay healthy. Yeah, and like my cousin said, nameless occupation, said that their job is mandatory, a flu shot, mandatory. And I said, how is that? That's not, I would not want to take a flu shot because of the stuff in it. And I told him, I said, well, you didn't take a flu shot, you need to go get a cleanse. Go see Ms. Wanda, get a cleanse. Get that stuff out your system. I'm like, get that stuff out your system. Yeah.
But once you detox, like she says, and get your body right, you hardly get sick.
Yeah, I'm telling, and people, I don't know if they just don't believe, I don't know, but I feel after that cleanse, I feel amazing. Like during that cleanse, I was like, wow, I thought clearer. My body just felt different. It just felt lighter, and I just felt better. Energy, yes. And even the coffee, I was starting to like notice I didn't need that taste for coffee like I did. And I was a coffee junkie.
Well, a lot of my girlfriends as well are premenopausal, so they go through the hot and cold flashes all the time. And they look at me and like, you don't go through them? I'm like, no.
And I really, you know what? Yeah.
And I look at them and they're like, well, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 46. Well, I've been going through this when I'm 39. I said, I eat differently.
And I've noticed I haven't really had the hot flashes and stuff like I used to. Yeah.
Because I'm not putting all those antibiotics and all those chemicals in my system. You know, I'm eating different. So my natural hormone, my body is regulating it on its own. It keeps me at that baseline. So that's why I discipline myself, because I've seen people go through those things, and wisdom is acknowledging it and doing something about it. You know, I can't put myself through what I seen my mother go through. I can't put myself through what I've seen my father go through or my relatives, because I mean, I took care of them. So I was close enough to see it and understand that if I'm not conscious, living consciously, I'm actually causing more harm to myself. That way, when I get to that point of my life, I won't be able to live a good life. And that's one of the things that I've always say, God promised me a life of abundance.
Yes, exactly.
And the only way that I can live in abundance is if I take care of it. If this body's temporary.
And it's and I tell my friends, like, yes, I do miss that bacon taste in my. I do. Oh,
you should try that eggplant bacon.
I'm going to try the eggplant. It's an eggplant recipe that looks just like bacon, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. But I tell my friends, I don't miss that pain that came along with it. Like that pain can, no.
Oh, I know. I've seen you come in and look like death warmed over you, and I can't come in because I'm struggling. And
I tell
just
people,
go see Wanda. Just stop complaining. Go see
yes,
Wanda.
I stood over my bed one day, and it was like maybe 10 minutes. I just stood there and just cried and cried and cried because the pain in my back was so intense from the endometriosis. I felt like if I moved the wrong way, I was going to be crippled. Like literally, my back was just going to snap in half.
Right.
And I just had to just stand there and just cry because there was nothing I could do. I couldn't reach for the phone to call somebody. I'm by myself. Like the pain was intense. I have not felt that pain since I stopped eating the beef, the pork, and processed meat and getting the cleanse and seeing you. I feel absolutely wonderful.
So if you're having health issues out there, no matter what it is, from cancer to women issues,
yes,
allergies, hair falling out, dry skin, callous nails, callous feet,
anything,
whatever you have,
anything,
ear pain, throat pain, stop by Health Food Plus, make an appointment, see her. I can guarantee you, and I'll put my seal on this one.
Yes,
she will most definitely get your body back to be alkaline, so that way you give yourself a start before you start pumping yourself with toxics. Because that's what I used to work for a doctor. And quiet as kept, they used to get, stipend checks from these pharmaceutical
companies.
Because they're pushing these medications, and these medications aren't really FDA certified. They're still in the sense of being practiced.
But even certain medications that are certified by the FDA, you take something for your leg, and it has an effect on your eye. So now your eye fell out.
Right.
So now you got to take something for the leg and the eye. Now, the one that you took for the eye makes your ear fall off. So now you got to take something for the leg, the eye, and the ear. So it just keeps building and building and building. I used to hate taking any kind of prescriptions. The only thing I would really take was like antibiotics or pain pills. Even now, like when you said how your body, your liver cleanses, when I was going through my endometriosis, I would take a Tylenol 800 3 times a day. 3 times, a Tylenol 800. When I go to sleep, I would take a Tylenol 3 and still would be in pain. Still would be in pain. After I did the detox, I took the Tylenol 3 because I was feeling a little crampy, just a little, you know. And I took a Tylenol 3. I was knocked out the whole about 20 hours. I was like, oh, I just felt lethargic because now my liver's clean. And now my liver can absorb the pain medication. Before, my liver was dirty and filthy, so I'm not really getting the effects of the pain medication.
Right.
If I'm taking Tylenol 800 3 times a day and then taking a Tylenol 3, like, and I'm still in pain,
That's a lot.
I took one Tylenol 3. I said, "Oh gosh, I'll never do that." I was so groggy. I was just like I was like, "Wow, my liver is clean." So now I'm absorbing
a whole lot more.
Yes,
a whole lot more. Her store is located on Landis and
502
Boulevard, right across the street from the unemployment office.
Boost Mobile. Yeah, right across from Boost Mobile.
Right
Yes,
down the street from Domino's Pizza and the where you would Army Enlistment.
Armory. Yep.
Right there. Her phone number is 856-691-6001. She's closed early on Fridays and on Saturdays, and on Sundays.
No, Sunday she's open 6 to 2.
Yes.
She's open on Sundays. Hear that? So you don't have to
Sunday.
miss a day of work. You can schedule an appointment with her. She'd be more than happy to see you. Wanda is extraordinary. She's taken her
awesome.
She's taken her gift and actually broadened it out to the community, and we should be honored because nowadays finding someone like her is a needle in a haystack. She has a lot of testimonials under her belt, so it's not like it's pulling it out of the air. It's not a witch doctor. It's not brujeria.
No.
It's none of that crazy stuff. This is some real down-home grandma remedies that actually work. They work. And it's all based on food. It's food. It's just based on food, the most simplest form. So, step out of the doctor's office when they tell you got high blood pressure, come and see her. Sit with her. Give her a chance first, and then take whatever toxin stuff that they
if you choose to take the okay. But I'm telling you from my mouth, like I literally, every time I talk about it, I just want to cry because it's just like, I can't believe this woman literally changed my life. Like she basically saved my life.
And she has done that for numerous of people, so she has a track record. She knows what she's doing. It's not something that is out of the ordinary to her. This is her gift, and she wants to share it. So please stop by and see her once again on the corner of the Boulevard and Landis Avenue, 856-691-6001. She's helped with cancer. She's helped with blood pressure, thyroid issues,
cholesterol,
allergies,
uterus, everything.
The beauty about Miss Wanda is that if she doesn't know, she's going to know. She wants to know.
And I would like to pray.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Because if I don't know, God knows.
So
And
she
He
has
everything in control.
which is a blessing sometimes because it brings so much comfort to people. And people don't do that anymore.
Yes.
And you feel very, very, it's nothing like a doctor's office where my doctor didn't even know he performed a procedure last year on me. He said, "Well, who did that?" I said, "You did it." And I'm sitting here like, you don't even remember. So, and it's a whole different feel. You feel very comfortable. You feel like you could ask questions, and she will give you a whole bunch of answers to stuff.
And you heard her say she doesn't have anybody working with her. She does A to C, C to Z, because she wants to make sure everybody
gets the
treatment that
and
they
treatment,
deserve,
yes.
which is amazing. Because to be a business owner, whew.
Yes, it's a lot of work. But when you want things doing properly, you have to do it yourself.
I might want to get trained by Miss Wanda.
I know. She has my mindset. Yeah, I got her mindset.
They're going to be very welcome.
Because
I'm trying to train people so they could start doing things and
don't say it on the air. Wait till we're done.
But you train people just by doing what you do because like you've I've gone out and told people, and I'm like, oh yeah, Miss Wanda said, don't eat that chicken breast because it's filled with this, and so you train people because I go out and I tell people, listen, Miss Wanda said. I know they'd be like, I'm sick of her. Because I'm like, Miss Wanda said. Miss Wanda said, don't do that.
It has a ripple effect. People tell others, and others start doing things. This morning, this lady was calling me because she was doing something for the thyroid, and she was calling to ask if she could pick things for their friends because she was so balanced that she started sleeping, no hot flashes. Because hot flashes come because the thyroid is not working properly.
Right.
So the thyroid control the temperature of the body. So she was asking if she could come and pick it up for maybe 10 people that wants to be in thyroid pills. You don't need to be affected or have thyroid issues to feed your thyroid with nutrients. Because remember, we don't do nothing for the thyroid.
Wow.
If I ask you, what is the food that help feeding the thyroid, most people do not know.
Yeah, no.
It's a lot of
like,
no.
no.
See, vegetable. That's why we are so deprived in thyroid.
My mom used to tell me that it's
seaweed, kelp, wakame, hibiki, all those things that you don't like because it has a fishy odors and fishy taste is what it feeds the thyroid. And also when people do not know, they don't know what to do. And if you see, most of the people has problem with the thyroid because they don't know what to do.
What to feed it.
Yes.
People think the iodine salt helps, and it doesn't.
And it doesn't. And fluoride. Fluoride in toothpaste and water kill the thyroid. And salt.
Yep.
It doesn't make the thyroid work.
Yep.
And everybody is using, commercial toothpaste which has load of fluoride.
And sometimes you can smell it when you're brushing if you're brushing your teeth and the water's running, you can smell it.
The
like
chemical
it's just
in the water.
the chemical in the water.
Yeah. Now you have alkaline water in your store, correct?
Yes. We have a machine that produces the alkaline water.
So you can even pick up water while you're there. Bring a
get
jug.
your gallon.
Yep, gallon or
gallon.
bring your jug.
I'll be
And
shaking, get into the water.
The
like,
first 5 are free.
Really?
Yes.
The first 5 gallons?
Yes, are free.
Wow.
For new people. So you grab your gallons, go to the store
What gallon
and
am
start
I at?
using that.
You hear this, people?
What gallon am I
She
at?
has 5 gallons of alkaline water for free for new customers.
for new customers.
5
yes.
gallons, so you can get your
After
first
that,
one.
it's only $1.50.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yes.
A gallon of water.
$1.50 alkaline. And you
A
can
gallon.
Yes.
Y'all need to be shamed. Alkaline water, $1.50. So come on. Go to Miss Wanda. The first 5 is free. And then after that, a gallon is $1.50.
And you could choose from 8.5 to 9.5.
Wow.
Yes.
I think I'm going to hit a 9.5 next week.
Yes.
I think, yeah.
Someone on Facebook asked about pink salt. Is that better for you?
Yes, it's much
The
better.
Himalayan salt.
Himalayan.
Himalayan salt, but they have to look for the best one in the market because now it's a lot of different Himalayan salt that is not Himalayan salt.
Wow.
It's sea salt, and it's dyed.
It's dyed pink.
Yes.
Wow.
And some of them are refined. So look for the real deal.
Okay.
We have the one that has 87 nutrients, and they help with high blood pressure. People who has high blood pressure could use it with no problems.
There you go.
And Himalayan pink. Oh, I always use Himalayan pink salt. Even with, and that's what I started when I was back with my mom because they have the high blood pressure and stuff. So I took, the salt Larry's and all that other stuff. And Himalayan pink salt, I had a whole chicken and I just got it, seasoned it, didn't let it sit or anything, and it just saturated through. You don't need a lot of Himalayan pink salt to season, to have that taste.
That taste.
It
that
has
taste.
more nutrients.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
Himalayan pink salt.
It has
Love it.
minerals on it, and that's why you don't have to put too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to use a lot of,
And people who has problems that they don't go to the bathroom, they could put 1 tablespoon of Himalayan salt in 32 ounces of water. Take that early in the morning before breakfast, and you will see that in 2 hours you're completely clean. And you go to the restroom very well.
So 32 ounces of water. How much?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of Himalayan pink
So
salt.
she gave you a little tidbit before she
Tidbit.
ends the show.
Yes.
So
And you will
Himalayan
flush
salt.
yourself.
It's
And it cleans.
a laxative.
Yes, it's like a laxative.
A natural laxative.
But
Yes.
you know why? Because Himalayan salt has minerals, and your colon needs minerals to work. People who has constipations, it's because they don't feed the muscle in the body, and they have lack of magnesium, potassium, and a lack of minerals. It doesn't push the food out of your body.
Wow.
When you take that, it moves your muscle, and it helps the heart, and it helps all your muscles in your body.
Wow.
And the colon is a muscle. It has to make movement. So that's why it pushes everything out.
There you go,
it's
guys.
like a detox. It's like a detox.
There you go. So go ahead and give her a call. She'll detox your body, and she just gave you a second way to detox your body.
Yes.
So if you combine the two, can you speed up the process?
Yes. Well, this is what I recommend. First of all, clean and detoxify the body with something that is going to cleanse your liver, kidney, pancreas, bladder, gallbladder, and blood.
Okay.
The colon, you could do it with Himalayan salt, but the other organs
Need.
herbs to help cleansing.
Because even when I did a colon cleanse, I never felt like the cleanse she gave
Oh
me.
yeah, no.
It was just like, okay, I'm not bloated anymore.
So what kind
Yeah,
of
like-
cleanse would you suggest?
We have so many different ones.
Okay.
We have liquids, that is herbs, that is a lot of herbs in the liquids. We have also powders.
Okay.
The powders is a combination of vitamins and minerals with different kind of herbs and chlorella to help cleansing and also detoxifying from heavy metals. And we got pills.
Okay.
It depends how the body of the person is working. I recommend the cleansing.
Well, I need to make an appointment again because now she got me curious on how where my status.
Oh, I'm
is
getting ready to
in
get a
10
cleanse.
years.
It's been 3 months. I'm about to be one of them cleanse junkies. I'm like, it's 3 months. I'm like, I need a
would
cleanse.
suggest to clean every 4 months.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
way overdue.
Yes, every 4 months. If you clean and detoxify your body is going to be working much, much better.
No, 3 months?
In 3, that's the ideal, but the body is going to do it.
Oh, well, I need to come
Yeah.
in.
I
and
want a
see what-
3.
Yes, 3 months is what is supposed to everybody do. But because nobody is going to do 3 every 3 months, I recommend every 4.
Look, I am.
Every
I
4
am.
months. Yes.
Okay.
And of course, if you are eating properly, you know that your body is functioning much better. But once.
Well, like, I think it was your daughter. Was it your daughter that was there? I talked to one time.
My niece.
Niece. Okay, she said that she was telling me she does every 3 months because she was like, if you're not really doing like organic deodorant, organic toothpaste, the pollutants in the air, then 3 months would be like it's flu season.
Right.
When I seen them people spitting all over the place in the laundromat, I was done. I was like, no, I'm getting the cleanse because y'all nasty and I can't. Like, and they were covering their mouths, and I'm like, ugh. And I was like, no, I'm getting the cleanse. I was like, and it's almost like you get addicted to the cleanse.
Let me tell you, when you clean and detoxify and you see how good you feel, you want to do it.
You want to do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like I feel, and I think with the next one, I'll cut out chicken.
And believe it or not,
Get out of my face. She looking at me. Chicken. I will cut out the
She's
chicken.
not gonna grill chicken.
Yes, honestly, and I think what I'm going to do is watch What the Health. It's a documentary.
Someone just mentioned that on.
And they said it
on
was
the
like
feed.
really, it'll make you stop eating meat
Eggs,
totally.
Eggs.
well,
Don't I?
if you see all those movies that is in the internet now about how they,
Process, yeah.
you're gonna be stopping eating
Meat altogether.
'Cause
because
that's-
it's disgusting.
it's disgusting.
And the treat that they give it to the animals.
Yeah, the treatment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also this treat before killing them.
Yeah.
And then it's just like,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the way they like pump them up full of antibiotics and just make them
Yes,
bigger and
but
bigger.
If you think about it, the way that they kill them is so inhumane.
Yes.
You're eating meat that has been terrorized.
Slaughtered, basically.
And
Well, slaughtered is a different word, but terrorized. So that
Tortured.
emotion, that
And they-
adrenaline, or that anger, or that fear is now into the meat.
yes.
And they say,
And it passes to you.
Right, energy.
and yet, like we were talking about that one time when she asked me how I felt not eating meat, and we were talking about behavior wise. And I was like, yeah, I noticed I'm not as angry and, snappy and
Your behavior
yeah.
changed totally. That's why when you see a vegan person, they are always
like,
yes.
You guys, look at her. She's on this. She's airhead. Or she's this or she's that. She's like, no.
She's zenning.
She's zenning. She's calm. Or they're calm.
Relax.
Right.
And you see others acting, and you said, how they gonna be doing that?
Mm-hmm.
How they act, that kind of behavior. How they do that?
Yeah.
And you see that the people act like very, very crazy.
Yeah.
But it's when you are completely detoxified.
Yeah.
My sister was in the island this week, and she was telling me in Puerto Rico after the, hurricane, and she was telling me, "Oh my Lord, sister, I don't know what to do, but everybody in here is crazy." And I said, "Why? Everybody's anger, having issues with managing the stress." And I said, "Well, that's a lot of meat that they are eating, and they are putting a lot of toxin, so they don't know how to manage their behavior."
Yeah.
And it's understandable when they don't do changes. And when you see people that they are like, okay, out of the mind, you know that they are eating a lot of different kind
Too
of
much meat.
And different, antibiotics, like preservatives and all
Yes.
that yellow, the red dye, the yellow dyes.
Yeah. My mom, I was raised vegan
That's great.
from a baby. So my mom would make everything herself. Like I would tell you, on Sunday was that day that she would prep. Down from
Prepare.
And it's not that
soy milk.
much of a difficult task to do.
It's not difficult. It's fine when you live in an environment that you don't have everything available to you. That's what makes it difficult.
Yes.
Because most stores, they're organic stuff. You don't know if it's truly organic.
Truly organic.
But when I was being raised, my mother would always go down, since we lived in the Garden State, go down to a farmer's market and buy it from there instead of buying it from a store.
And I always tell people, if just start with, like I tell my girlfriend all the time, stop eating pork, beef, and processed meat. Just start there.
With
Right.
that.
I said, if you start there, you will see a major difference.
Right.
I said, then work your way to, you know what I mean? Like,
Little by little.
little by little. But that beef, pork, and processed meat, there has been such a significant change in my body
Yeah.
since
And
I stopped eating that.
Seafood is the worst.
Is the worst.
Yeah, they say shellfish.
Yes, and sushi.
Yeah, sushi. I don't do either one of those.
That's
I
a
do
lot of
fish,
process.
but yeah, I do fish, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like I do, like whitings or salmon, something like that. But I'm, shrimp and all that stuff. I don't fool with.
Yeah. No, the texture skeeves me. I can't even do the texture.
And
Like
some
the
people,
shrimp, it's
and
like
they're
gummy. I can't do it. It's like
they're filled with preservatives and
pumped up with silicone. Some of them are pumped up. So,
And some of the meat is fake. It's
Yeah.
completely fake.
yeah, because I seen something about
I
how
was
they
watching
like
that. They take old meat and they grind it up with new meat. and
New
then they
meat,
put this
yes.
preservative in it and glue it
And
together.
Yes,
Mhm.
I do it. Yes.
and that seasoned meat that you get from an unnamed store, it's pre-seasoned, and they sell it for like $2 higher. Say it's like a pork roast, and it's a seasoned pork roast, and they might sell that seasoned pork roast for $10, but the regular pork roast is $8. They say sometimes a seasoned pork roast is pork roast that's old, and now they've seasoned it just to get it out there. So
life.
I'm getting a deal because I don't even have to do anything to it. I don't have to season. I just throw it in the oven.
And it's just to cover.
Yeah, just to cover till
Yeah, the old meat.
So
You can use it.
it is this has been an enlightening
Yes.
and a very, very, very informative broadcast. We love to have you back whenever you're available.
Yes, we are going. Yes, I'm gonna watch what the health, and I'm gonna do a cleanse, and I'm
just
probably
gonna
gonna
ask,
stop
she's
eating
just gonna
chicken.
tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it.
No, I'm probably gonna stop eating chicken.
And thank you for inviting me.
Oh no, we've been talking. I've been talking about you since we started this because this is when she had the issues, and I'm like, just go see her. I'm telling you, she'll work miracles, and she's like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, I was surgery. It was surgery. Get it out of me. Get it out of me. This is the quickest way.
And
Because
then-
everybody, I was thinking, oh no, because that's gonna take forever to heal me
Right.
with natural stuff. it's going to take a while. But nope.
I know with surgery, your recuperating time, because now your body has to get used to.
I thought, and honest to God, I really sincerely thought I was going to have a full hysterectomy and jump up 2 days later. I swear. I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to work. And the girl I had, she said, no, Zell. She's like, you actually stay like 2-3 days in the hospital. I'm like, I can't do that. And it's like,
no. See, my concern was, since I work with you, was your mood swings.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Change a lot.
And I'm thinking, I can't do a radio show without wanting to jump over. I can't do it.
And it actually,
Please don't take them out. Please don't.
And it seems like things get worse once you have surgery. Like it's like you have the surgery to cure something, but then it. Yeah, and then it starts something else. So it's like,
You'll never be the same. You'll go through these peaks of happiness to depression to happiness to depression. You'll never be at an even keel. And then you're just now taking pills just to find that even keel. So when you were telling me about it, I'm thinking, I love you. Go see Wanda.
Yeah, I was like.
Because I don't want to kill you later talking about, girl, let's go outside.
When I found out, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not going to just jump out of this. You know, like I can't be down 4 to 6 weeks. No. And I live by myself. So I'm like, okay, who's going to,
climb those steps. So
climb stairs, take care of me, you know. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And then when I just went to the doctors and they had that non-concern, like you didn't even know you did a procedure on me last year. Yes. And then you're telling me, oh, you got to wait. And everybody had this like cavalier, and I'm like, I'm done. I was like, I'm done with doctors. I'm done. And I think I went to see you a week later. And that's when I started the cleanse and everything.
Yep. So go see her once again.
Yes, go see. What's amazing. It is 502 Landis Avenue.
Phone number 856-691-6001. Thank you. Please go out there and see her before you take any more pharmaceutical medication. It will save your life. Everybody watches What the Health. Well,
yes, I'm going to watch What the Health. I'm going to watch.
After you watch What the Health, come and see her so that way she can get your What the Health back on.
And remember, health is your choice.
Yes.
Yes, you do. You definitely have a choice.
But it's your choice to make the wisest decision possible. Because you can be 80 years old and still get around and go jet skiing and parasailing and doing all those great things, or you can be that 80-year-old with the walker with the back issues.
Yes. 80. Let's hit about 50, 40
and the
something.
Loss of memory.
Nowadays,
so it's all about making wise choices, so that way when you do hit that point, you can still keep up with your grandkids. That's my goal.
Yes.
So it has been a pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Miss Swan, for coming.
And we hope to do this again. Yes, once again, come out and see her. You guys have a good week.
Have a good week. We will see you next week.